Good morning. So, decided to take a quick trip down the coast. Sunrise is looking kind of good, but certainly wasn't going to be anything worthwhile heading to the woods for, at least not what I was thinking anyway. So I decided to get ourselves down to the coast. Ended up down here at Gunton, in between Lowestoft and Great Yarmouth, and met up with a couple of my buddies as well. We've got Paul and Leroy just down there. So this is the spot we want to come back to for a decent sunrise, well, decent-ish sunrise, a bit of colour in the sky. Last two times I've been down here, it's been very, very grey and overcast, not too pleasant. So hoping for today to be picking out something off some of these cedar fences out here, with the rocks about as well. Hopefully going to be getting a bit of colour coming back onto the sea as well, and plenty of colour in the sky. That's what we're always on the hunt for, so with a little bit of luck we should be getting some of that this morning. Tide is coming in. I think high tide was just after 10 o'clock today. It's now around about 7, so we've got plenty of scope to be going for. The compositions are starting to unfold because obviously we need the sea to be in and around some of this foreground interest, so like the rocks, the cedar fences and all that as well, and that is starting to happen now at quite a good rate as well. There's no point coming down here if the sea's going to be all the way out and you haven't got lapping around the subject that you're photographing. You need a bit of that to make it work. So yeah, so like I say, I'm going to get myself all set up. I've already tried out a couple of little compositions that work. Got the wellies on today because the waves are coming up pretty quick as well. Can't be bothered getting really wet feet, and the boots are nice and comfy, so that's all good. So yeah, so I'm going to get myself all set up and get shooting. I'm just picking off another composition here. Just going straight out of this cedar fence here as well. Could do with the water being in a little bit further to maybe cover up these rocks here as well. Might be able to get something with those. Some nice greens on the side of them. Just going to move back a bit while I'm filming here because there's no point getting the camera soaked for no reason. But yeah, these rocks I'm seeing here, the water is starting to come up around them. Might be able to do something with a shot for that as well. You can see there, look, the water has come up a fair way. So yeah, getting like a nice 3 or a 5 second exposure on that timed right could work quite well. Not a lot going on in the sky around the rest of the shot, but it could work to some degree as well. Breeze has picked up a little bit as well, which is a little bit sad, because I was hoping to get the drone up today, get a few shots of that, but I might give it a go anyway. It's not overly windy. And but yeah, I am just watching this tide here because it is coming in, and let's say there's a nice little bit of green on the side of that there. Then we've got the rust on the metal, we've got a few rocks down on there as well, so I can see a photo. It's just whether or not it completely works as expected, but fingers crossed we're all good. So I'm going to get this set up and get this shot. Just come down here to the side of the cedar fence, shooting sort of like a few degrees off to the side, running right the way through, and you've got the cedar fence running down the shot, hopefully catching a lot of this light on here and moving this of this cloud which is coming over on here. But this light is sort of cutting down through the frame. It might be a bit of a distraction on the shot. We're just under 6.5 seconds. Yeah, it might be a little bit overpowering. We'll see when we get it on the screen though. It's one of those funny ones. It might be a bit, looks okay in camera. But what I like here is I've got the seagulls, which are just perched right on top of all the posts there, and you've got a nice little silhouette of those running all the way down. So I might just flip round to the other side and shoot one from behind the cedar fence as well, see how that goes as well, and have a little play about. So I'm going to move location and get shot. Just pinging off another image here. So I come around to the right hand side of the cedar fence, Got a bit of a bluer sky up there, fluffier clouds as well. Only issue though is you've got the sea defence, which is running out parallel with this one here, really, 50 metres or so further up the beach. So I might have to Photoshop that one out just to tidy this image up a little bit. It does make for a tidier shot. We have got, though, some nice swirls in there. You can see the seagulls on there, golden light in the clouds, white clouds, blue sky. So we've got an awful lot going on the shot there. It's not going to be overwhelming with what's in there, but I think I'm just going to get one shot running straight down the sea defence. From there I'm going to be good to go. But yeah, it's been quite a unexpected turn for the morning, really, to be honest, having the sky just turn like this. But it's just, yeah, we're just hanging around, just chatting, and before we know it, this just unfolded. So happy days. So yeah, catch you in a bit. Wow, it's been a bit of a odd one this morning. The light is really, really nice now. Started off really overcast. The light is actually broken. We'll now be presented with that. That is absolutely lovely. So come down to this sea defence here, shooting straight down it. I'm also going to move off to the left and shoot into that nicer light as well. I did just go and sit back in the van for a little while and just fly the drone around a little bit as well. So I'll show you a few photos on that as well. But yeah, here's quite nice. You've got some nice textures on the wood running straight through there, but it's this golden light, it's just abundance of it just landed on us here as well, which just really, really works. It's a nice contrast, the gold and the blues and the browns on the wood, the darks as well. Detail rich going right the way through, the textures on the wood as well, and these seagulls on top of it all, just really, really making the rest of the shot as well. So just going to go for one last shot here, 2-second timer, with the water coming up as well, and shooting about 6-second exposure. With that, you're going to get a nice smoothness of the water. You might get some of the whirls and the whites as well, and with all that, it should all sort of come together nicely. So from there, I'm going to chip off. This has been caught in just outside the Lowestoft, which is just down there. Nice free car parking here as well. And as always, please hit that subscribe button, and you'll catch more adventures of what I'll get up to. All the best, take care.